Krishna Patel back in our hometown radio studios. Also to Mike Vandy, who's back there as well here in Algona. As we get set here, remember, this is a Clear Lake team coming in at 2-7. They've lost 5 straight matches. Meanwhile, Algona, they are coming in at 8-10, 1-1 in North Central Conference play. Winner picks up a nice early win in the conference. And it's a rowdy crowd on hand here as well on a Tuesday evening. They are ready to see their Bulldogs defend home court. As we get set for the action, it'll be Clear Lake on the left side to start, and Algona get to take the floor. They will take the side on the right of me. I'm sitting here on the score side. The scorer's table right in front of me. I'm elevated here up above the bleachers. If you've ever been to Algona High School, you know exactly what I'm talking about. High up above the bleachers. Very warm up here, but we'll power through here with this match. And the Bulldogs have now taken the floor. They're wearing the grays with white stripes on the shoulders, red numbers outlined in white on the front and the back, and they have the gray or the black shorts. Meanwhile, Clear Lake, they have the black tops with the white lions outlined in yellow on the chest. Same thing with the numbers on the front and the back. Yellow stripes down each shoulder, including thin black stripes with those stripes and the black pants as well. All right, we are all set for action here. It'll be Clear Lake to serve first. Back to serve is Julia Murfeld for Clear Lake. And we are all set here on Hometown Radio, KLGA. Thanks for listening. Serve is over by Murfeld, taken there by the Bulldogs. Now set near side, a swing for Abby Holmes, and it's a point down to the floor. A kill just like that for Abby Holmes. Nice start here for
in the Bulldog lineup, number 9.
The Bulldogs. It's 1-0 Algona. Now back to serve here is Balin Johnson. Her service is over. Clear Lake controls, now set far side, just a tip over that time by Mixdorf. Back to the Bulldogs, now a swing again for Abby Holmes, popped up in the air, and Clear Lake controls. Near side, swing again, Mixdorf. It kept up in the air, and now it falls down. A point for the Lions. So it's 1-1, kind of a miscommunication there from the Golden Bears. Pardon me, that was actually Harrison on the swing. Back to serve, Nosbish. And it's taken by Johnson now for the Bulldogs. Set near side, another swing here for Abby Holmes. Cross court, too far, out of bounds. And it's 2-1. The Lions have won consecutive points. So back to serve again here is Nosbish, the senior, coming into this match. 31 successful serves, has had 32 with her first tonight. Now the second one goes over, tapped over there by the Bulldogs, kept up by the Lions. Set far side, tap over by Mixdorf, off the top of the net, staying alive by the Lions, and they will just simply free ball it over, but 4 hits.
Point, Bulldogs.
So the Lions, one too many times. They're on their side. Point for Algona, and it's now 2-2. Shaylin Knapp will check in for the Bulldogs along with Aaliyah Busher, and Knapp will serve. Some whistles here. The ball goes back to Knapp as she serves right side, moving to her left. She sends this one over. A nice soft serve taken there by the Lions. Now set goes far side. A swing for Mixdorf into the net. Point for the Bulldogs. They lead 3-2. It's been a back and forth. First 5 points. Algona, they won their first. And then 2 for Clear Lake. 2 now for Algona. Serve over again here for Knapp. Clear Lake sets in the middle. Tapped over, kept up though by Knapp. Now set near side, free balled over there by Abby Holmes and the Bulldogs. Tap over, a dive by Johnson. She keeps it up somehow. Bulldogs tap over, kept up in the air on a dive there by Clear Lake, but it goes off the top of the net, rolls back to the Clear Lake side. Point for Algona. They've won 3 straight. It's 4-2. Nice run here on the service of Shaylin Knapp. The righty sends this one over. Taken there by Nosbish. Free balled over, taken by the Bulldogs. Swing down to the floor. No, it's kept up there off the swing of Busher. And now a joust at the net, and in the net, I believe, was Mixdorf. No, in fact, they're going to say 4 hits as that ball was quickly knocked back off the net. Mixdorf touched it again. So 5-2, Algona leads. Another serve here for Knapp. Mixdorf controls. Now set down the middle. A swing blocked at the net, down to the floor. Busher and Holmes combined on the block for the Bulldogs. It's 6-2, and they've won 5 straight. Wow, what a run here for the Bulldogs in the early going. Knapp serves again right down the middle, taken by Mixdorf, and now a deep swing here by Harrison into the net. Another point for Algona. It's 7-2, and a timeout called by Richie Ellis, head coach of Clear Lake. 7-2, Algona. They've won 6 straight points. Chance now to tell you, sponsors of this broadcast, Algona Frame and Auto Body Collision Specialist, a total commitment to excellence. This broadcast also brought to you by Algona Livestock Auction, Highway 169 North, sale every Monday. Also by Water Connection, from softeners to bottled water and service, call 295-SOFT. By Dump It, commercial and residential garbage, they do the work so you don't have to. You got it, they'll dump it. Also by Hy-Vee, use the fuel saver. Fill your cart, fuel your car. By Daylight Donuts, open early, serving yummy donuts, rolls, and great coffee, located at 502 South Phillip Street. And by Dance Connection and Tumbling by Michelle, passionate about teaching, creative about dance. Visit their studio at 1400 East Commercial in Algona or danceconnectionbymichelle.com. All right, we're back in action here. Back to serve again is Shaylin Knapp for the Bulldogs. The righty bounces the ball 3 times, now sends it over with her right hand. Taken there by Mixdorf, and a deep swing for the libero Nosbish, kept up by Johnson on the Bulldogs. Now a swing, Abby Holmes off the block, a diving save by Nosbish somehow, and it just free-balled over simply by Mixdorf. Now set, far side, a flat-footed swing, blocked back down to the floor, point Lions.
Blocked by Vanderpool, point.
That was Vanderploeg, a nice block at the net. Michaela Vanderploeg, and that ends a 6 straight point streak for the Bulldogs. Now Mixdorf will serve here for the Lions. The righty sends this one over right to Johnson, down to a knee. She has it. Now a swing, Abby Holmes off the block. She keeps it back up. Jousts at the net, down to the floor. Point for Algona. In the net there was Vanderploeg. So it's 8-3 now the score.
Number 10, McCulley.
And Abby Holmes will go back to serve here for Algona. She leaps and sends it over. Mixdorf can't control it. Down to the floor, an ace for Abby Holmes. It's 9-3 for Abby Holmes. That is her 10th ace of the year. How about number 11? She sends it over. That time controlled, though, by the Lions. Now a set near side, a swing off the block, kept up in the air, and it goes out of bounds. A point
Kill by
for the Lions.
Point, Lions. In the Lion lineup, number 8, Whitehouse.
That was Sarah Faber there on the kill. So it's 9-4. I had Faber listed here on my roster as number 14. She's on the floor as number 5. So a bit of a last-minute change there for the Lions. But Faber with the kill there. Now back to serve here is Kennedy Callenbach. Taken here by the Bulldogs. A swing on the near side, cross-court McCauley into the net. And a point for the Lions. They've now won consecutive points. It's 9-5. I mean, the scoreboard says 8-5. I could have sworn it was 9-5. Service over again here for Kennedy Callenbach. Now a swing, and it goes out off the right hand of Mercedes Ram, a bit too far. And it's now 8-6. 3 straight points won by the Lions. It is indeed 8-6. Service over for Callenbach, but it's too long. Out to the right. And the Bulldogs get back on serve. Now 9-6 the score. So they snap a streak of 3 straight points won by the Lions. A couple of subs here. Ashlyn Young checks in. Haley Merriman as well. It'll be Young to serve on the right side, moving to our left. She sends it over. Taken there by Mixdorf, set to the net, and a swing attempt down to the floor for Vanderploeg.
Kill by Vanderpool, point Lions.
Vanderploeg, what a nice swing that was. 9-7 now the score. Vanderploeg, a couple of nice plays here in this first set, a block and a kill. Coming in, only had 17 kills on the year. Now a serve here for the Lions. Back to the Bulldogs. Joust at the net, kept up in the air on the Bulldogs side. They set down the middle and just simply free-balled over by Molly McCauley. Now back to the Lions, far side. Swing for Harrison, too long.
Bulldogs.
Point goes to Algona. Now 10-7 is our score.
Number 11, Morgan Erpling.
Morgan Erpelding will check in along with Caitlin Binkin.
The Lion lineup number
They replace
15.
Aaliyah Busher along with Shaylin Knapp. Back to serve Morgan Erpelding for the Bulldogs in her first action of the night. The righty slams this one over. Bulldogs, or pardon me, Lions control. A swing far side for Harrison, kept up though by Ashlyn Young. Now a swing off the net, kept up somehow by the Lions, free balled over. Controlled by the Bulldogs. Swing off the shoulder blades of the Lion. Now free ball back over, blocked at the net, kept up in the air, somehow pushed over by the Lions. Bulldogs control. A swing for Erpelding, blocked at the net, kept up by the Lions, and they set up. Just tapped over, kept up somehow by McCauley, back over to the Lions side of the net. Now a swing down the middle, it's out too far long. Swing for Delaney Eden, could not get on top of it enough. It goes out long, and that's a marathon point to the Bulldogs, 12-7. Now sent over again here on the serve for the Bulldogs. A tip over attempt at the net by Eden. Does not get enough on it. It does not get over the net. Another point for Algona. It's 13-7.
Net violation.
Oh, pardon me. They're calling a net violation on the Bulldogs. So it's 12-8, in fact.
Faber to serve.
And Faber here will serve. Set near side, a swing for Binkin into the net. Another point for the Lions. It's 12-9. Algona still out in front here. As the service over here for the Lions, over the top of the net, kept up there by Binkin. Set far side, and a swing blocked back off the hand of McCauley. She gets it right back. Another swing cross court, out wide to the left. Another point for the Lions. 12-10, and now timeout called by Shelly Tierhart. That's 3 straight points won by the Lions. And Algona wants to talk things over. 12-10 here in the first set, Algona out in front. This broadcast brought to you by Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 at 310 East Call in Algona. Also by Style Salon, your salon in Algona. Create yourself. By Threads Apparel, for your business or yourself. Their Spirit section has area school logoed clothing, ready-made, or create your own. By Algona Manor, home away from home with quality care. By Farmers State Bank, proud to be part of our community for over 100 years, with offices in Algona, Whittemore, and West Bend. By Catholic Charities, offering professional counseling services to families and individuals of all faiths. Learn more at cathchar.com. Back to serve Miranda Harrison for the Lions. Taken there by McCauley of the Bulldogs. Set far side, a swing there for Merriman, and the point goes to the Algona Bulldogs as the Lions were in the net there as that ball traveled over the net. So the point goes to Algona. They get back on the board. It's 13-10 now. And Cameron Etherington checks in now to serve for Algona. She sends it over. A nice serve sent right back to the Bulldogs' side. Slam back down, kept up by the Lions. Now a swing there by Eden. A dive by Etherington keeps it up. Free balled over by Ashlyn Young somehow. Lions control. Set down, then a block to the net. Down to the floor. A point for the Lions. That was Delaney Eden. A hard swing off the fingertips of some Bulldogs, but they did not get enough as it fell back to the floor on their side. 13-11. Clear Lake within 2. And Julia Murfeld will serve here for the Lions. Murfeld, the righty, sends this one over near side, taken by Holmes. Back to Holmes. A deep swing for her cross court. Kept up there by Miranda Harrison. Set far side, free ball over by Mixdorf. Backline Etherington has it. Now far side attempt there for Merriman into the net. Did not get enough air under that one. Point goes to the Lions. It's now 13-12 Algona. Their lead down to just 1. Serving again Murfeld, the junior. Safely over into the arms of the Bulldogs. Swing for Abby Holmes. Blocked back, kept up there by Ashlyn Young. Swing down the middle. Binkin off the block and down to the floor. A point and a kill for Algona.
Point, Bulldogs.
And they get a much needed point now, 14-12 Bulldogs. That was Binkin there on the kill. And now Balin Johnson checks in to replace Merriman. Also Mercedes Ram checks in to replace Ashlyn Young for Algona, and it will be Johnson back to serve. The senior leads this team. Most used server. Sent over, taken by the Lions, and just simply freeballed over. A miscommunication there for Clear Lake. Now back to the Bulldogs. A swing down the middle for Binkin. Too long. Point for the Lions, and it's back to a 1-point first set. 14-13 Algona out in front. Checking in now is Michaela Vanderplug. She replaces Delaney Eden, and it will be Nosbish to serve. She sends this one over, taken by Johnson on that serve that was. Now set far side. Swing for Binkin. Kept up into the net and then balances the floor on the Lions side. A point for Algona. And it's 15-13. The Bulldogs take a 2-point lead. Shaylin Knapp and Aaliyah Busher check in. It will be Knapp here to serve for Algona. 15-13 Bulldogs lead. Knapp service over, goes far side, taken there by Mixdorf. Now a swing near side, blocked back, kept up in the air by the Lions on their side. Tap over, but a point for Algona as they have a double hit violation on the Lions. So 16-13. Algona now up by 3. Back to serve again here is Knapp, and a whistle and an ace. A nice serve there by Knapp. That one just not able to be handled by the Lions. 3 straight points by Algona. It's now 17-13. They try to pull away. Knapp serve over, taken by Nosbish. Now set far side. Nosbish has to slam over, taken there by Johnson in the back line. Set near side Holmes. A tap over, kept up by Murph out of the Lions. Far side, a swing blocked by Mixdorf. Out of play off of Algona. Point goes to Mixdorf. She had a swing far side off the block, but off the block the ball went out of bounds on the Algona side. 17-14 now. Back to serve Mixdorf after her kill. It's taken there by Busher, set far side. Holmes cross court, kept up somehow by Nosbish, and simply freeballed over by Sarah Faber, and it's into the back line somehow. Johnson went back trying to get that one, and she fell down, and she is in a bit of pain, holding her right wrist. And she is in quite a bit of pain. As that ball was heading towards the back line, and she gets a nice ovation as she's helped off the court. But she is in a lot of pain there on that far sideline. It was punched over by the Lions, and I couldn't see exactly what happened with Johnson. She stumbled, fell backwards as that ball was traveling out. She stumbled, and I believe she put her right wrist down to shield her fall, and she might have hurt that wrist. All right, we're back in action here, 17-15. Algona controls a swing by Abby Holmes down to the floor for a point. It's now 18-15. We certainly hope that Baylin Johnson, the senior, one of the leaders of this team, is all right. Abby Holmes serves. 18-15 Algona, taken by Mixdorf. Now a swing for the Lions. Faber off the tip of the block, out of bounds, point for the Lions. 18-16 is the score.
The Lions lineup number 8, Alexa Whitehouse.
We'll keep an eye on Johnson. She's getting some medical attention, a bunch of ice bags out there with her. Don't want to speculate, but she still is in quite a bit of pain. Service here for Kennedy Kallenbach, and it is an ace on the back right corner. 18-17 now, the score. By the way, it is Alyssa Henches that came in to replace Johnson in the lineup. This is her 13th set of the year. Serving again, Kallenbach, and another ace serve. Kind of a change up there. It mixed up Mercedes Ram trying to receive that one. It goes off of her wrist down to the floor, and we're knotted up 18-all. 3 straight points by the Lions. Kallenbach serve, taken by Henches. Now set near side. A swing for Busher. Ping-ponged around, sent back over, but out of play. Point Algona. 19. 18. Algona has the lead. Ashlyn Young checks in. Haley Merriman checks in. They replace Ram and Henches. And it will be Ashlyn Young back to serve. The righty standing on that far right corner, moving from right to left, sends this one over. It's a short, high serve taken by the Lions. And just simply pushed over there by Delaney Eden. Back to the Bulldogs. Had a tip over and finding the floor, Aaliyah Busher. What a big point that was. She saw an open space there just beyond the net on the right side of the court and just tapped it over for the kill. Back to serve again, Ashlyn Young for Algona. Another high short serve taken by the Lions. Set far side, swing Harrison, blocked back, down to the floor. Molly McCauley and Aaliyah Busher combined on the block, 21-18. Algona 3 straight points. Service over for Ashlyn Young, a bit deeper this time. Now set far side, a swing for Harrison, somehow kept up by Ashlyn Young. And free balled over now by Abby Holmes, back to the Lions side. Set near side, swing for Whitehouse, kept up by Busher, tapped over there by McCauley, and back now to the Bulldogs side. Set near side, McCauley, a swing, blocked back! Michaela Vanderplug with a ferocious block. Almost sent that one all the way to the back line.
The Lion lineup, number 10, Chelsea Holt. Also number 9.
The scoreboard here says 20-19. I believe it is 21-19 Algona. Back to serve, Chelsea Hawk. Taken by Algona, free balled over by Young. Now set goes near side into the net and sent over somehow by the Lions. Near side tap over by Busher, down the floor. Pardon me, that was McCauley down to the floor.
Point, Bulldogs.
And now a substitution here for the Bulldogs. The score says 21-19. I really do believe it's 22-19. But the scoreboard says 21-19, and we'll stick with that. Aaliyah Busher back to serve. She sends it over. Nice hard serve taken by the Lions. A tough take here, and into the net was Miranda Harrison. Point goes to Algona. 22-19. Algona 3 points away. Back to serve is Aaliyah Busher. The righty near side goes cross court, taken by the Lions. Set far side, swing for Harrison, right into the hands of Ashlyn Young. Set near side, Merriman cross court, kept up by the Lions. Another swing, blocked back to the Lions side, they keep it up. Harrison just simply free balls over, Busher waiting for it. Far side, a swing off the top of the block, back to the Lions. Set near side, swing over for Whitehouse. The Bulldogs keep it up in the air. Merriman, another swing, too long.
Point, Lions.
And now the scoreboard has adjusted. It did say 23-19 there for a moment. Now it's 23-20. 23-20 is the score. It's been wrong a couple of times here early in this set. Now first serve over there by Miranda Harrison. Far side, a swing for McCauley. A fireball down to the floor. Wow. 24-20, Algona now a point away. What a swing by Molly McCauley.
Etherington to serve, timeout.
And a timeout called by the Lions, their final timeout here of this first set. This broadcast brought to you by Signworks for all your signage needs, as well as printed shirts, caps, and jackets. Stop in or call 295-9544. And by Countryside Barbecue Sauce now, 2 sauces for all seasons. And by Algona Plumbing and Heating, where a good flush beats a full house. Also by Erpelding Excavating. Let them take care of your grading, excavating, and drainage needs. 24-20, Algona out in front. And back to serve is Cameron Etherington, trying to put this first set away. The junior sends it over, taken to the back line by the Lions. It goes over the net, sent back down by Abby Holmes, kept up by the Lions. Swing far side, Nixdorf kept up by Ashlyn Young. Abby Holmes, another swing, blocked back, down to the floor, a point for the Lions.
By number 9, Eden.
Alexa Whitehouse and Delaney Eden combined on the block. It's now 24-21.
Murfield to serve. Also in the line.
And Murfeld will serve here for the Lions. Needing 3 more points to even this one up at 24. Murfeld's service is over right to Ashlyn Young. Set near side, a swing there, kept up in the air after the swing by Holmes. Lions send it over, down to the floor, cross court. What vision by Sarah Faber, found the open space, and it's 24-22. And now a timeout called by Algona. Head coach Shelley Tierhart wants to talk things over. This broadcast brought to you by Grassmasters. Get tips and advice from their lawn care professionals. Grassmasters, growing satisfied customers. And by American Glass, for all your glass needs, think American. By Walker Chiropractic and Wellness, serving Algona, Sway City, and the surrounding areas with chiropractic, massage, and nutritional care. By Dr. Bill Stroman, giving you something to smile about. By Farm and Home Services, check their many listings at farmhomeservices.com. And by Bub's Pie Shop across the street from the courthouse, quiche, soup, sandwiches, rolls, baked potatoes, and of course pie from scratch every day. Back to serve, Julia Murfeld again. The Lions needing 2 more to get even here in this set. Murfeld serve overtaken by Abby Holmes. Busher right back to Holmes. Her swing kept up at the Lions on a dive. Nice job there. Simply free ball over by Nosbich. Now near side it goes to the Bulldogs. Swing cross court for Holmes. Down to the floor. And that's the first set. Algona wins 25-22. 25-22. Algona comes out on top in a back and forth first set. What a wild one that was. We'll be back after this quick break. Algona leads 1-0 right here on Hometown Radio, KLGA. We're back here at Algona High School. It's 1-0. The Bulldogs lead. Of course, kind of overshadowing all of this right now is the injury to Baylin Johnson, who went down late in that first set. Algona, they recovered and they still won that first set. But Baylin Johnson, she was tended to for about 10 minutes or so near the sideline, near her bench. But during the break in set, she has left the gym. And I'm not sure where she went. But she was getting some extensive help there near the bench. I could not see what was wrapped around her arm, if it was just ice, but she had some sort of wrap on her arm. It is 1-0. Algona out in front here. As we get ready here for set number 2. Clear Lake now on the right side. Meanwhile, Algona on the left side. That set really was quite close. Algona, they had a 17-13 lead, and they had a 23-19 lead. They won 25-22. This Clear Lake team, despite their record at 2-7, they are a competitive bunch, and they almost came back and won that thing. We have a chance here to give you some of our sponsors here on this broadcast, brought to you by 5 Stone Salvage. All original, no reproductions, keeping history alive, excuse me. Also by the Chrome Restaurant and Catering, nightly specials including Past Night on Thursdays and Prime Rib Special for 2 every Saturday night, along with daily specials. And by Kasuth Regional Health Center, make Kasuth Regional Health Center your home for health care. All right, ready for more action here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Thanks for listening. Mark Randy with you here live from Algona High School. Thanks as well to Krishna Patel back in our Hometown Radio studios. As we get set for set number 2, Algona leads 1-0. Cameron Etherington will step in here for Algona alongside Merriman and Binkin, Holmes, Young, and Busher. Ashlyn Young will serve here for Algona now on the left side, serving to my right. The righty sends this one over, far side taken by the Lions. Now set near side, a swing for Mixdorf, kept up by a diving Ashlyn Young. Far side, swing Abby Holmes, cross court, save there by the Lions. And a bad set into the net, down to the floor, point for Algona. It's 1-0. So 1-0 Algona here. Start off this first set. Young, a short serve taken there by the Lions. Set near side, a swing for Mixdorf, and it's just into the back line. What a nice swing that was by Macy Mixdorf. The senior coming in only had 16 kills on the year. That one, very nice. Service over here, taken by the Bulldogs. Then a tap over by Abby Holmes. A nice diving save by Nosbish. Now far side, swing off the block, out of play. Point goes to the Lions. Nice swing there by the Lions, goes off the fingertips of Algona. Serving over again, Murfield, taken by Ashlyn Young. Set far side, Abby Holmes taps over, taken by the Lions again though. Set in the middle, free ball over by the senior Nosbish, but it goes into the net. Point Algona, we're knotted up even again, 2-2.
In the Bulldog lineup, number 9, Mercedes Ram.
Mercedes Ram now checks in here. She replaces Cameron Etherington, and it will be Merriman to serve for the Bulldogs. Her service, a line drive, one taken somehow by the Lions, and it'll just be free-balled over by Miranda Harrison. Now the tap goes back over to the Bulldogs side, set there by Busher. Far side, Abby Holmes, a swing kept up though by Mixdorf. Swing far side for Faber, blocked but into the net. Point for the Lions. They're back in front, 3-2. Meanwhile, checking back in, Michaela Vanderploeg, the senior. She had a big first set. And back to serve for Clear Lake is the senior, Kaylee Nosbish. Sends this one over. Taken there by the Bulldogs. Set goes far side. Abby Holmes, a swing right at the body of Macy Mixdorf. Now she taps it over, taken by Aaliyah Busher. Set goes far side. Holmes just free balls it over, cross court, and it's just a bit out. There's a bit of miscommunication there between Young and Holmes. Holmes last moment tapped it and it went out of bounds. So now 4-2. Nosbish will serve again, and that one is a bit too far out long. And the Bulldogs get back on the scoring side of things, 4-3.
In the Bulldog lineup, number 7, Shaylin Knapp. Knapp to serve.
Shaylin Knapp checks in here for Algona, and she will serve her team trailing 4-3 here early second set. Knapp serve, taken there by the Lions. Now set down the middle. Vanderploeg killed down to the floor. She sent that one right at the feet of Shaylin Knapp, who could not react in time. A nice swing by Vanderploeg, and it's now 5-3. And that was Michaela Vanderploeg. There are 2 Vanderploegs on this roster. Mixdorf serves here for the Lions, taken by Young, and miscommunication. 3 Bulldogs were around the area of that ball, but none of them can get it. They all thought the others were going to react and get to that one. So it's now 6-3, the Lions, and Mixdorf will serve again. Her service taken there on the back line by Ashlyn Young. Now far side, a swing by Abby Holmes, blocked but down to the floor on the Lions side. So a kill for the Bulldogs and Abby Holmes. And it's now 6-4. Molly McCauley will check in to replace Ashlyn Young. And Holmes will serve here for Algona, her team trailing 6-4 in this second set. The Bulldogs, though, they do lead one set to none. Holmes serve taken there by the Lions, and point goes to the Lions as Mercedes Ram was in the net as there was a joust.
The Lion lineup, number 8, Alexa White.
Now 7-4. The Lions, they've led for much of this second set. Kennedy Kallenbach checks in, and she will serve for the Lions on the right side of the floor. Sends this one over, and it is in there just barely on the back line. Etherington of Algona thought it was going to land out, and it was an inch away from doing so. Let it go. And a service for Kallenbach. It's now 8-4, and she will serve again. The righty lines this one into the net.
Serving error,
So an ace and an error That's the boom or bust I was talking about. And it's 8-5 now. Algona within 3 here in this second set.
Number 8, Merriman.
Etherington will serve. Meanwhile, Merriman checks in here for Algona as well. Etherington serve a line drive taken by Harrison. Now just free-balled over there by the libero, Nosbish. Back to Algona. Far side, a swing for McCauley. And she finds the floor off the right hand of Kennedy Kallenbach. It ricochets into the stands, a point for Algona. Nice swing by McCauley. It's now 8-6. And back to serve again is Etherington wearing the white jersey here for Algona. Sends it over, taken by Mixdorf, but her take goes into the net. It's an ace serve for Etherington. And it's 8-7, just like that. Algona 3 straight points. They're within 1 here in the second set. And Etherington will serve again, balancing the ball with both hands. Runs up the net, sends it over cross court, taken by Nosbish. Now set near side, a swing for Harrison right there. Etherington, a dive down to her knees, tipped up by Holmes, free balled over by Busher. Back to the Lions, set near side, swing, Harrison way too long, it goes out of the gym. Point Algona, they've won 4 straight and we're tied at 8. It was 8-4, Algona on the serve of Etherington, now 8-all. Etherington serves again, line drive, this time into the net. A service error.
Serve, point.
And there's a point to the Lions. They take a lead again here, 9-8 in set number 2. Algona won the first set, 25-22. 9-8, Lions, set 2. Service over by Faber. And now a joust at the net. It's free ball over, won by the Lions. They keep it up on their side, back to the Bulldogs now. Set goes far side, a swing for McCauley into the net, and now finally a point for the Lions. A bit of confusion there from the officials, but eventually they ruled that McCauley was in the net. I think that is the right call. So 10-8, consecutive points now for the Lions. Serving again, here are the Lions. That is Kallenbach, excuse me, and it goes a bit too long. Point goes to the Bulldogs, a service error, and it's now 10-9. Meanwhile, Kaylee Nosbish checks in here for the Lions. And Caitlin Binkin here for Algona. Back to serve, Aaliyah Busher for Algona. The junior sends it over. Nice serve, goes right back to the Bulldogs. Now Busher will set for Abby Holmes. A deep swing just tapped over, and it finds the floor off of the chest of Kennedy Kallenbach. She could not get that one cleanly, and now we're tied 10-0 here in set 2. Back to serve again is Aaliyah Busher. 10-0 here, set number 2. Busher serve a long one, but it finds the back right corner. Ace service. 11-10 Algona. You could not place that one in a better spot if you're Aaliyah Busher. 11-10 Algona out in front here, set number 2. Busher bounces the ball twice. Runs up the net, sends it over, a shorter one this time taken by the Lions. Far side, swing, blocked, but out of bounds. Point for the Lions. That was Alexa Whitehouse, the junior. A nice swing there into the block and then ricocheted out of bounds. 11-all here in the second set. Harrison serves now for Clear Lake, taken there by Algona. Set far side, a swing for Marin, blocked back. Algona controls. Merriman, a second try, blocked onto the Clear Lake side, and it's kept up, goes back over to the Bulldogs side now. A swing for Binkin, but it's into the net. Point for the Lions again. They've won back-to-back. It's now 12-11. Kind of a weird point, though. A lot of balls near the net. And now a serve again here for Harrison, and the service taken there by McCauley. It goes off the roof and then back down to the floor, so an ace service for Miranda Harrison. It's 13-11. They've won 3 straight. Harrison service again. This time it goes long, out of bounds. Service error, and it's now 13-12. Algona back on serve now. And Ashlyn Young will check in. She replaces Molly McCauley. And she will serve here for Algona.
Young to serve.
Ashlyn Young, the junior, used quite often as a server here for this Algona team. A short serve taken by the Lions. Now set near side, a swing for Mixdorf. Cross court, Young somehow keeps it up into the net, but Holmes cannot get it over, so that's a kill for Mixdorf. Point to the Lions. It's now 14-12.
Number 2, Julie Murfeld.
Meanwhile, Murfeld will check in for the Lions along with Sarah Faber. Back to serve is Murfeld, who just checked in. 14-12, Clear Lake in front. Murfeld serve, far side taken by Abby Holmes. Busher back to Holmes, taps over right into the hands of Nosbish. Now set far side, a swing here off the fingertips to the Bulldogs. They control it, and Merriman will simply free ball over. Now for the Lions, net violation. That was Julia Murfeld in the net, and the point goes to the Bulldogs. Murfeld did not think that she was in the net there, thinking that it was the ball that made contact. Something did touch the net. It did shudder a bit, but I think it might have been the ball. Regardless, a point for Algona. It's now 14-13, Clear Lake in front. Merriman to serve here, and it goes long. Smartly, Miranda Harrison lets that one sail past her head out of bounds. So 15-13, Clear Lake still clinging to a lead here in the second set. Kaylee Nosbish will serve here for the Lions. The libero sends it over, taken by Etherington. Busher, a set for Holmes, cross court, pinballing around, out of bounds. Point Algona.
Point Bulldogs.
Wow, nice point that was for Algona. Perfect set from Busher. It went far side to Abby Holmes. Now checking in is Shaylin Knapp, and she will serve here for Algona. Her team down 1, 15-14. Service over, controlled by the Lions. The set goes backwards, free ball over by Nosbish to the libero. Now Algona, they simply free ball it back over as they have trouble with their set. Set far side, swing for Mixdorf, blocked back down to the floor. Aaliyah Busher up there, it sends that one right back where it came from, and we're tied 15-all. Shaylin Knapp will serve again here for Algona, looking for a lead in this second set, and it's an ace serve. Down to a knee, Mixdorf trying to keep it in the air. She did, but away from all of her teammates. Nothing against her, a perfect serve by Knapp at 16-15. Knapp will serve again. She sends this one over right to Mixdorf. Now set goes right back to her, but deep she will free ball over off the top of the net. Set goes near side, and a tap over there by Merriman, kept up by the Lions. Swing, Mixdorf right to Cam Etherington. Set far side, Busher, and it is just out. Wow, that was a rocket up the right hand of Aaliyah Busher and just barely missed the back line. A point for Clear Lake. We're knotted up 16-all. What a second set this has been. Mixdorf will serve for the Lions. She sends over, and it's an ace service. Etherington a dive. She got it, but lined it to the stands. And it's 17-16, Lions out in front. Mixdorf will serve again. The righty spins that ball in her hand, now sends it over off the top of the net. Diving Young keeps it up, and a deep swing for Busher, and it's a kill. It goes off the right hand of Nosbish and then towards her own bench. Point for the Bulldogs. We're tied again, 17-all. Talk about great action here. 17-all, 34 points. We have not had any timeouts. Abby Holmes serves. It goes to the back corner, kept alive there by Faber. Now a free ball over, down to the floor. Nice point by Michaela Vanderplug. Right before Cam Etherington could dive and get to that one. 18-17. Alexa Whitehouse checks in along with Kennedy Collenbach, and she will serve her team up 18-17, late second set. The service over, taken by McCauley, now set far side. Tip over by Busher, blocked back but out of bounds. So it's a kill for Aaliyah Busher, and it's 18-all. Well, keep trading points here late in this second set. Cam Etherington will serve here for Algona. Line drive taken there by the Lions. Near side, swing for Harrison. Cross court, too wide out to the right. Point Algona, and they have a lead. 19-18 here, late second. They led 16-15. Now lead 19-18. Etherington serve. Line drive right to Nosbish. Now set near side, and just a tap over by Harrison. Kept up Bulldogs. Swing, McCauley, a diving save there by Mixdorf. Shouts at the net back to the Bulldogs side. Far side just tapped over there by Abby Holmes. Back to the Lions. Set far side, Mixdorf swing, Etherington controls. Set far side, Merriman cross court off the fingertips, and a point for Algona. Macy Mixdorf was right there in position. The ball goes off her fingertips, point Algona. They lead 20-18. Etherington to serve again from the far side. Line drive off the top of the net, down for an ace.
Point Bulldogs.
21-18 Algona, and now a timeout. Head coach Richie Ellis of Clear Lake wants to talk things over. 21-18 Algona. This broadcast brought to you by Firestone Salvage, all original, no reproductions, keeping history alive. Also by North Iowa Appliance, Highway 18 East Algona, where they sell the best and service the rest. By Tom Eisch and Sienna Chemical Sales, your store in the country on Highway 18 West, Algona. By Sudol Tax and Accounting PLC, full service tax and accounting services from Sudol Tax and Accounting PLC. Call 395-1040. And by Culligan Water Conditioning in Algona. Yes, you can give your people Culligan Water. Call 295-3325. Back to serve, Cam Etherington, her team, the Bulldogs in front, 21-18. Etherington's service, far side goes cross court. A nice serve taken though by the Lions. A swing by Whitehouse, and it is a point for Algona. That one went on the other side of the pole on that far side of the net. So it's 22-18. Algona out in front, 3 points away. Etherington still on serve. She sends this one over. Taken there by Harrison. Tapped over Vanderploeg. Kept up, though, by the Bulldogs. Set goes far side a bit too far. Out of play. Point for the Lions. And they're back within 3, 22-19. That snaps 5 straight points won by Algona. And 6 of 7. Chelsea Hawk checks in. The sophomore will serve. Her service goes deep, but it is an ace just on the back line. Etherington could have gotten there if she wanted. She thought it was going along. It was very close. And it's now 22-20, back-to-back points for the Lions. And a serve for Chelsea Hawk, her first of the year. Hawk's next serve, a shorter one taken by Etherington. And in the net was Algona, Shaylin Knapp. That was very minor. It was very close. And just like that, back to a one-point set, 22-21. And now a timeout called by the Bulldogs. Shelly Tierhawk wants to talk things over. 22-21 our score here. Late second set, Algona in front 1-0. This broadcast brought to you by Rental Zone, Highway 18 East Algona, the tool and equipment rental specialist. Phone 395-RENT. And by Computer Systems Associates in downtown Algona, technology made simple, service you can trust. By Greg Penning and Company CPAs, your tax service professionals in Algona and Bancroft, where everyone counts. And by Yemaland Builders and Quality Apartments for Rent, beauty and craftsmanship that will never go out of style. All right, back in action here, late second set, 22-21. Algona out in front. On the serve, still Chelsea Hawk. Has been 3 straight points won by the Lions, the last 2 on her service. We'll see if she can tie this up. Her service is sent over, taken by Etherington. Knapp set for Busher, blocked back, down to the floor. Pardon me, that was Molly McCauley for Algona. It was blocked, but then down to the floor on the Lions side. A point for Algona, 23-21. And the Bulldogs back on serve. Busher will serve here for Algona. Also, Bacon checks in here for Algona. Leah Busher, far side, sends this one over. Taken there by Nosbish. Set, sent over there by Alexa Whitehouse. Back to the Bulldogs. They control easily. A swing, blocked down, point for the Lions. The swing attempt there by McCauley, but it was Delaney Eden, the sophomore, that got up to send that one back down to the floor. 23-22. Service here for Harrison. Controlled by the Bulldogs. Set far side. Swing for Binken. Blocked back. Pushed over there by Binken. Back to the Lions. Now a swing for Mixdorf. A diving save there by the Bulldogs. Free ball over by Merriman. Back to the Lions. And tapped over that time by Whitehouse. Busher sets near side. Swing Binken. And it is long. And we're tied up 23. Oh my goodness. What a set this has been. What a match this has been so far. Substitution here. Haley Lawson will check in for the first time tonight. Pardon me, Chloe Carroll is wearing number 3 tonight. Back to serve again here is Miranda Harrison. Taken by the Bulldogs. A deep swing there for Abby Holmes. Down to the floor off the hands of Nosbish. 24-23 Algona, a point away. Ashlyn Young will check in. She replaces Molly McCauley. Young will serve for the set. Her service is over. Taken by the Lions. Set near side. A swing there by Nixdorf, kept up by Abby Holmes. Busher back to Holmes. Her swing blocked in the air. Down to the floor. Algona victorious in set number 2. 25-23. What a rally. And what a set that was. What a first 2 sets we've had here in this one. Algona, they come out on front in both of them. They lead 2-0. They'll look for a sweep when we return. Algona 25-22 first set, 25-23 second. Here at Algona High School as we get set for set number 3. The Bulldogs lead 2-0, but really these first 2 sets could have gone either way. 25-22 was the first set score in favor of Algona. They led by a decent amount late in that set. They had a 17-13 lead. They also led 23-19. They led 21-18. They win by 3. But the second set was back and forth, and in fact, it was Clear Lake that held the lead for quite a bit longer in that one. They got behind 1-0, then they moved out in front 2-1. The next time Algona was ahead after their 1-0 lead was, take a look here, all the way back when they took a lead 16-15. That was a big gap in terms of when Algona led in that second set. It was really a Clear Lake-led set until towards the end, Algona a big 5-point run when they were down by 1, 18-17. They took a 22-18 lead, but then Clear Lake, they fought back. They tied it up 23-all, but then Algona back-to-back points, and they win 25-23. Of course, we do hope Baylin Johnson is all right. She left early in the first set, seemed to hurt her wrist relatively bad. She was in quite a bit of pain and received a lot of medical attention. We do hope that she's all right. She has been removed from the gym. Not sure where she was taken to, but don't want to speculate, of course. But it did not look very good, I think, is an accurate way of putting it. She was in quite a bit of pain for as long as she was in the gym, for what I could tell. All right, ready here for set number 3. Algona in front 2-0. Will be a Lions serve as they are on the left side serving to the right. Back to serve is Julia Murfeld, the junior. The Lions need a set here. Stay alive. Murfeld serve over, taken by Young. And now it's set there by the Bulldogs and is simply free-balled over by Abby Holmes. Swing here down the middle for Delaney Eden, and it finds the floor. And there's a quick start for Clear Lake as they lead 1-0. It was not the best offensive possession there for the Bulldogs. That set was near the back line. Service over again here for Murfeld. Controlled, tipped over there by Abby Holmes, back to the Lions side. Now a deep swing here for Nosbish, taken there by the Bulldogs. On the far side, free balled over by Ashlyn Young. Back to the Lions. Set now goes far side, and simply free balled over by Macy Mixdorf again. And now the Bulldogs will send it right back over after just 2 hits. Lions tip over right into Ashlyn Young's breadbasket. She pops it up. A swing for Abby Holmes, blocked back. Young down to one knee, keeps it up in the air. Tapped over that time by Busher. Back far side, the Lions send it over. And waiting for it is Etherington, free balled over. That time by Busher, popped back up, down to the floor. Caitlin Binkin, a kill.
Bulldogs.
What a long point that was, and now it's 1-1 here in the second set. That ball bounced back multiple times. Caitlin Binkin met that one at its highest point and sent it right back down, straight downwards. Henches checks in, and pardon me, she will serve here for Algona. Set goes far side. Swing for Mixdorf, a dive for Young. She keeps it up somehow. Abby Holmes, a swing. It's a kill off the fingertips of Nosbish. My goodness. Ashlyn Young, how did you get to that one? 2-1 Algona out in front. Back to serve again is Henches. Her service over. A nice one taken by the Lions. And free balled over by Delaney Eden. Near side, swing, Binkin down to the floor. 3 straight points for Algona. They lead 3-1. And Henches will serve again here for the Bulldogs. Algona on a bit of a run here early third set. Henches' serve. And it goes off the hands of Nosbish and then off the basketball hoop high above the court. It's an ace, 4-1. Wow, that was a knuckleball there for Nosbish. She could not get a grip on that one. Service over for Henches again. Right back to Nosbish. She controls this one. Set far side. A deep swing for Mixdorf. Blocked back, still in the air. Pushed back down. Point Algona. Binkin again. Controlling the net. It's 5-1 Algona. They've won 5 straight. Henches will serve again. A short serve taken there by Mixdorf. Set far side. Tap over Eden. Back to the Bulldogs side. Set down by Binkin, but kept alive there by Nosbish. Cross court, kept alive here by the Bulldogs. Now set far side, a swing for Merriman, kept up in the air by the Lions. Free balled over, back to the Bulldogs side. Busher, near side, a tap over by Holmes, and it's down to the floor. Abby Holmes, known for the power. Timeout now called, Clear Lake. 6 straight points won by Algona. But as I mentioned there, Abby Holmes, known for the power, caught the defense off balance and just tapped it down for a point. This broadcast brought to you by Elbert Electric. Flip the switch to Elbert Electric. Call Neil at 320-0305. And by Jensen Chiropractic. Chiropractic care for the whole family. By Farm Bureau Financial Services. Coverage and protection for what matters most. Visit with local agents Dave Beisch and Michael Toll. 6-1 Algona. Still on serve is Alyssa Henches, the junior. 6 straight points, 5 of them here on her serve for the Bulldogs. Her service right down the middle, and it's not controlled by the Lions. It goes off the hands of Sarah Faber. A nice effort by Nosbish, but she cannot get to it. And it's now 7-1 Algona, 7 straight points. And Henches will serve again as the Bulldogs pulling away here a bit. Her service over, controlled there by Mixdorf. Just simply tapped over that time by Harrison. Back to the Bulldogs. Binkin taps over a dive. Nice job of the Lions. Free balled over again here, this time by Harrison. And the Bulldogs tap over. That was Henches. The Lions control. Near side. A swing for Faber. And this time it finds the back corner. And the Lions end the streak of 7 straight points won by the Bulldogs. Now 7-2 the score. And a substitution here for Algona as Haley Merriman will check in. She replaces Alyssa Henches, who was on serve for those 7 straight wins. Back to serve here for Clear Lake. Nosbish. The right hand sends it over. Take in there. Aaliyah Busher now back to the middle part of the net. Abby Holmes, a swing blocked, but into the net and down to the floor. point Bulldogs. Abby Holmes that time showing off the power.
Bulldog lineup number 11.
And now Caitlin Binkin will check out. Meanwhile, Morgan Erpelding will check in for Algona, and she's back to serve. 8-2, the Bulldogs lead here. Early third set, they lead two sets to none. Erpelding's serve, a long one taken by Nosbish. And now a slam down, and down to the floor for Michaela Vanderploeg. She was almost flat-footed, still managed to get that one down to the floor. It's now 8-3. And Nixdorf goes back to serve here for Clear Lake. The righty spins the ball in her hand, sends it over, taken by Ashlyn Young. Set far side, a swing for Abby Holmes, blocked at the net, down to the floor, point Algona.
Point Bulldogs.
Abby Holmes, she used that changeup a couple points ago, and now consecutive hard swings. They both find the floor. McCauley checks in to replace Young, and it will be Holmes back to serve. 9-3 Algona, her service cross court taken there by the Lions. And it's a simple pushover that time now for Harrison, but it's not controlled by Algona. It's a point and a kill for Harrison. Now 9-4 the score. And checking in is Alexa Whitehouse.
Whitehouse in for the Lions.
She will replace Murfeld. Also Kallenbach will check in. She replaces Faber. So Kallenbach to serve her team, trailing 9-4. Service over taken by the Bulldogs, sent over by Busher, back to the Lions side. Tip over Vanderploeg, down to the floor. Oh, pardon me, no whistle here. The point's still going, and now we're gonna have a discussion here. The point in question was whether or not Algona was able to pancake that tip over by Vanderploeg. And we're having a discussion with our 4 officials. They're giving the point to the Lions. And I think that is the right call. It was close, but I do not think Etherington got to it. I think she'll probably admit that to you. So point, Clear Lake, 9-5 the score after a discussion between our officials. So 9-5, still on serve here is Kallenbach. The righty smashes this ball over, taken to the back row by Etherington. Busher, near side, swing for McCauley, cross court, down to the floor. I got a perfect point to see that one from here. Cross court, right over the net, open space, just sneaks inside the line. Nice swing by McCauley. Now back to serve here is Etherington for Algona. Her service, a line drive, taken and controlled by the Bulldogs. Over the net, pushed over there by Merriman. Free ball back over, a dive for Etherington. She can't get to it. Nice decision by Miranda Harrison as she pushed that ball over when Algona was not ready for it. Now 10-6. This was a 7-1 lead. The Lions, they've shaved 2 points off that lead since. Now 10-6. Back to serve, Kelsey Hawk. Service taken by Etherington. Busher near side, a swing for McCauley, and it is perfect right in the back corner. And the point goes to the Bulldogs. Nice swing there by McCauley. Now 11-6 the score. Vanderploeg will check out. Coming in to replace her is Nosbish. Back to serve here for Algona, Aaliyah Busher. 11-6, Algona out in front. Busher's service, flat-footed, taken there by the Lions. Set at the net, just punched over that time by Harrison. Now free-balled over that time by McCauley of the Bulldogs. Back to the Lions, a deep swing here for Harrison off the block, but down to the floor. A point for Harrison and the Lions. 11-7, Algona in front, but their lead here dwindling just a bit here. Middle parts of this third set. Serve for Harrison. Controlled there by McCauley. Right back to her. A swing into the net. Point Clear Lake, 8-11. It was a 7-1 Algona lead here. And now a timeout called by Algona. First timeout of this third set by Shelly Tierhart. This broadcast brought to you by Algona Brown Shoe Fit, your #1 sports outfitter for Nike and Under Armour. Brown Shoe Fit in downtown Algona. And by Iowa Lakes Community College, your community, your college. 11-8 Algona out in front here in this third set. They won the first two sets. Very competitive overall, 25-22, 25-23. And they led 7-1 here early in this third set. Credit Clear Lake. They're getting back in this set, 11-8 the score. So back to serve here for the Lions still is Miranda Harrison. Her service over, taken by McCauley. Now Etherington. And it will just be free ball over by Abby Holmes, who collides with Merriman back to the Lions side. A deep swing here across court, Whitehouse. The Bulldogs control. Merriman will swing over from deep, right back to the Lions. They control. Far side, swing, Mixdorf, kept up by Abby Holmes. Busher set for McCauley, cross court, and a kill. It goes off the hands of Harrison, back behind her into the stands. What a swing by McCauley, now 12-8 Algona. And McCauley is fired up as she checks out. Ashlyn Young will check in and she will serve. The student section also fired up here for Algona. Service over for Ashlyn Young. Taken there by the Lions. And sent over, but into the net by Mixdorf. An error there on the attack by Mixdorf. And it's now 13-8. Algona. Young to serve again. The righty, a short serve and a wild control. Ace for Young. It was Whitehouse who got to it, but the ball bounced off her hands towards the scorer's table. 14-8 Algona. They're back up by 6. Young will serve again. A deeper serve this time. Taken by the Lions. Tapped over that time by Harrison. A dive for Holmes. She keeps it up, but it falls to the floor after that. She hit it straight up on top of her. Her teammates came running over, almost trampled her. They could not get to it. She's all right. She was not trampled. Her teammates, they stopped running as they realized they were going to have to dive on top of her to get that ball. 14-9 now the score as that point goes to Clear Lake. Back to serve Murfeld, the junior. Sends it over off the net, kept up though by the Bulldogs. Swing here for Abby Holmes, cross court into the Lions block though. Lions swing far side, Murfeld. Pinballs around, but a point for the Lions as Etherington got a hand on it, but wildly sent it back towards the net on a line drive. No one else could get to it. Now 14-10 Algona in front. Lions will serve again. Murfeld goes to the back line, somehow saved there by Benkin and sent over by Ashlyn Young. Lions control, a swing for Eden, blocked but into the net. And the point goes to the Lions, a kill for Eden. It's 14-11. And they've won 3 straight points, back within 3. Serve over for Murfeld. Backline Etherington takes it. Near side, a tap over there by Holmes, controlled by the Lions. And a deep swing by the libero. Miscommunication, she can't get it. It was between Nosbish and Murfeld. They both thought the other was going to get it. Neither did. Down to the floor, point Algona. 15-11. Henches checks in. She will serve for the Bulldogs. Service over, taken there by Nosbish. Sent far side, and a swing for Mixdorf. A diving save by Ashlyn Young. Now pardon me, Abby Holmes there. Sends it back, but it's taken by the Lions. Sent it right back over, and free balled over into the back line. What a point. Mercedes Ram. Looked like she was going to set it for Holmes. Free balled it over all the way to the back left corner. 16-11, Algona. Henches serves again. Lions control, set near side. Swing, Faber into the net. And a block as well by Algona, in fact. Now 17-11. Bulldogs getting close here in this third set. Henches' serve taken there by Harrison. Near side, a swing there by Mixdorf. Back to the Bulldogs. Busher trying to control it, but they can't get it back over. That take to Busher was too tall for her taking, and she could not get a good grasp of it. And Algona could not get it back over. Now 17-12. Back to serve Nosbish here for the Lions. She sends it over, controlled by Young. Busher near side, a swing for Abby Holmes. Too wide, near side, points the Lions. They've now won consecutive points, and it's 13-7. Hanging around here in this third set. Kaylee Nosbish will serve again here for the Lions. Goes far side. Nice job by Henshaw. She gets to it. Binkin sets near side and a send over by Merriman. Lions right there though. Swing here for Faber, blocked but into the net. Point goes to the Lions. A nice swing by Faber, and it's now 14-17. The Lions, another run here. They've won 3 straight points. Back to serve still, Nosbish, the senior. Flat-footed serve taken there by Young. A dive for Busher. She gets to it, but no one else can after that. An ace serve for Nosbish. And here come the Lions. 17-15 the score. They've won 4 straight. Nosbish will serve again. The righty slams the ball on the ground a couple times and sends it over. Back line taken by Etherington. Set down the middle. Simply, though, free balled over by Abby Holmes. Back to the Lions. Down the middle, a swing for Vanderplug. Pinballs around, point for the Lions. And they're within 1 point, 17-16, 5 straight points won. And now a timeout called by Algona. 17-16, Algona still has a lead here in this 3rd set. But 5 straight points won by Clear Lake. This was a set Algona, they led 7-1 to open. And they also led 14-8, 17-11. Since then, 5 straight points for Clear Lake, and they're within 1. 17-16 is the score. 3rd set. Remember, Algona, they won each of the first 2 sets. Very close, 25-22, 25-23. Looking for another hotly contested win here in this 3rd set, and it would clinch a victory. And it would be a much-needed win. It would bring Algona's record to 9-10, 2-1 in conference. Clear Lake, if they could extend this match, they hope to get their first win in conference in 3 tries. And they hope to win their 3rd match overall this year with 7 losses. 17-16, Algona out in front. But on serve, Clear Lake, where they've been for a while. 5 straight points went off the serve of Kaylee Nosbish, the senior. And she serves again left to right. Sent over, Etherington controls. Busher near side. A swing here for Abby Holmes, kept up by the Lions. Free ball back over there by Clear Lake, back to the Bulldogs side. Busher again here, Abby Holmes. Her swing kept up, that time by Harrison of the Lions. And free balled over there by Macy Mixdorf. A dive for Etherington. She can't get it. Point. The Lions have tied it up. It's 17-all. And they've won 6 straight points. Kaylee Nosbish will serve again. Bounces the ball a couple times and sends this one over cross court. Etherington has it. Busher set near side, close to the net, and it's another point for the Lions as Holmes can't control it. That set was too near to the net and Holmes had no chance. Now it's 18-17. Clear Lake has their first lead of the set since 1-0. Nosbish back to serve. Cross court, and it goes out. An error, and that is huge for Algona. They get Nosbish off serve. It's now 18-all. Morgan Erpelding checks in. She replaces Caitlin Binkin, and she will serve. 18-all here. 3rd set, 2-0 Algona overall. Erpelding serve. Taken there by the Lions. A deep swing for Faber, kept alive by Etherington. And this ball will simply be free balled over there by Ram. Pinballs around, a dive by Nosbish. She can't get it for the Lions. Point Algona, and they're back in front, 19-18. The serve again here, the senior Morgan Erpelding. Sends it over deep, taken there by Nosbish. Set near side, a swing for Vanderplug, right on the back line. And we're knotted up, 19-all. What an exciting match this has been. 19-19. Back to serve Mixdorf here for the Lions. The righty. Line drive serve taken by Ashlyn Young. Set near side. A swing too long off the right hand of Busher. And the point goes to the Lions. It's 20-19. On serve still, Macy Mixdorf. Her team has a lead, 20-19. Serve is taken by Young again. Set far side, a deep swing for Abby Holmes, but a whistle and a double hit there. That was Morgan Erpelding, I believe, and it's now 21-19. The Lions have a 2-point lead, and now Erpelding will check out. Coming in to replace her is Shaylin Knapp, 21-19. And at this point, you wonder how much is the absence of Baylin Johnson hurting this Algona team. Nixdorf serves again, taken by Young. Near side and just free ball over there by Ashlyn Young. Back to the Lions. Set down the middle. Vanderplug kept up there by Shaylin Knapp. A swing for Holmes. Blocked back, but out of bounds. Point Algona. That was much needed. They're within one, 21-20. And Abby Holmes is back on serve. Also checking in, Molly McCauley. She will replace Ashlyn Young. Service for Abby Holmes. Taken by Nixdorf. Set for Vanderplug and a kill. Goes off the hands of Knapp, but she could not control it. It's 22-20, the Lions lead. And they're back on serve. Meanwhile, Whitehouse checks in along with Kallenbach, and she will serve. She being Kennedy Kallenbach, the junior, has been on serve a handful of times earlier in this match. 22-20, Lions lead. Her service clips the net, taken there by Busher. Right back to Busher. A swing, cross court, a diving save by Nosbish. Now a swing far side, Murfeld. Block kept up by Abby Holmes. Set down the middle, tipped over, and a point. Molly McCauley finds the hardwood. 22-21, Algona within one late in this third set. What a team effort on that point by the Bulldogs. Etherington on serve now for Algona. Her service near side goes cross court, taken by Murfeld. Now a deep set, free balled over by Nixdorf. McCauley, back to McCauley, and a kill down to the floor right in front of Nosbish. We're knotted up 22-all. It was a give and go there. Nosbish to Merriman, back to Nosbish, and she found the floor. Now a timeout called. Richie Ellis wants to talk things over with his Lions. 22-22. We did not have that score in each of the first two sets. It was 23-22. Algona had a lead. They also led 23-21. 22 all here in this third set. We've been talking a lot about how close the first two sets were. This third one, though, might take the cake. It has been phenomenal, especially late. Lots of great points. Algona got out to a 7-1 lead. They also led 14-8 and 17-11. Since it was 17-11, Clear Lake is outscoring Algona 11-5. And they had a lead, 22-20. Before that, they were outscoring 11-3 since it was 17-11. But these consecutive points for Algona has got them back in this set. 22 all. Etherington still on serve, and we are ready. Her service goes cross court. A wild take for Nosbish. It's an ace for Etherington. It goes wildly off Nosbish, off her right hand, and goes into her bench. 23-22, Algona still on serve. Etherington. Her service over, right back to that back corner, taken by the Lions. A deep take. Nixdorf sends it over. Etherington down on knee, has it. McCauley, another kill. Cross court, down the line. 24-22. The Bulldogs on set and match point. Etherington back to serve, looking for a fifth straight point and a match win. Her service, cross court, it's an ace! And Algona victorious in straight sets. Wow! Cameron Etherington serve nearly unstoppable at times tonight. It certainly was there on that live to 22. What a close match this was. Final score 3-0 Algona, 25-22, 25-20, 25-22. All sets could have gone either way. Maybe that's where the home court advantage comes into play as Algona comes out on top. All right, we'll take one final break here on this broadcast. When we come back, I have a little bit of a post-game analysis for you. That's on the way. Once again, Algona winners in 3 straight sets at home versus Clear Lake. We'll be back after this here on Hometown Radio, KLGA.